So Heretic is the latest horror film from A24 that was written and directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods. In the film, we follow two Mormon missionaries portrayed by Sophie Thatcher and Chloe East as they attempt to convert a reclusive Englishman portrayed by Hugh Grant. However, whilst trying to convert this man, these two Mormon missionaries soon discovered that their talks are slowly turning into a deadly and a psychological game of cat and mouse. Before I continue on with today's video, I just wanted to say welcome to my channel, everybody. For those of you who are coming by my channel for the very first time, be sure to hit the subscribe button to miss a future video, whether it's a future review, a reaction, a top 5, or whatever I have coming your way, and join me on my journey to 10K subscribers and beyond, because believe me when I say this, guys, you are not going to miss the cool stuff I have coming your way. And for those of you coming back to my channel, welcome back, everybody. You have no idea how happy I'm to see your faces once again. And also, as well, let's start our conversation below. What did you guys think of Heretic? Did you guys love the film? Did you just like the film, or did you even hate the film? Let me know below. Alrighty, guys, so let's get into Heretic.
Excellent!
This was a movie that when I first saw the trailer, I knew I had to see it immediately. I mean, for the most obvious reason, I mean, as you guys are fully well aware, I'm a massive fan of A24's horror films, especially knowing that this movie was being written and directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods, the same people who, you know, created A Quiet Place. I mean, I was already right there alone. Even though that Heretic wasn't in my most anticipated movies for the rest of the year, I always had my eye on this one, especially because of that trailer. Can you all tell how excited I am to be talking about this movie? Because, man, simply put, guys, just to get her out there, I loved this movie. This movie lies on the shoulders of three performances: Hugh Grant, Sophie Thatcher, and Chloe East. All three of them bring their A-game with this movie. How Hugh Grant is able to make you feel so at ease with his charm before turning things on a dime and making you feel uncomfortable, but once again going back to such a charming person. Seeing him take this turn of a person that's constantly challenging these two girls' faith and their belief in this faith. I know it's not gonna happen, but he deserves an Oscar nomination for this movie. Like, he is just that brilliant. The other two performances in this movie, Chloe East and Sophie Thatcher, are so good in this movie. Sophie Thatcher and Chloe East hold their own brilliantly against Hugh Grant. Not to mention as well, one of the things that I absolutely love about this dynamic is not only how they balance off of each other, but especially how this dynamic goes against Hugh Grant's character. And man, Sophie Thatcher is terrific in this movie, but man, Chloe East has some scenes in this movie that really did hit me hard. She really brings out such great nuance in this terrified position that she is in, along with Sophie Thatcher. Scott Beck and Brian Woods do such an excellent job from the get-go, from the opening frame, especially once you get into Hugh Grant's character's house, of putting you right at the edge of your seat. One of the things that I absolutely loved about the directing and the writing is how this movie does such a great job, I feel, of having great conversations, but at the same time, this is a movie that the moment that that first conversation happens, it is a film that not only puts you on the edge of your seat of this great cat and mouse game and a great mental mind game of chess. What this movie does so brilliantly with the directing and the writing is that it really has great conversations and great conversational pieces of not just religion, but basically faith and what you believe in. Never feels like it's trying to put you down or make you feel like you're wrong in what you're believing and whether you're religious or not religious. This is a movie that is just a great conversation piece, and it's a great edge of your seat thriller about these two Mormon missionaries that are just trying to convert this person. This movie is purely dialogue driven, edge of your seat suspense thrills. And man, this movie's script is one of the best scripts, especially for horror, in the last couple of years. Heretic, more than anything else, is a tension building thriller. Now sure, are there scares in this movie? Yes. In particular, there was a scare in this movie There is a particular shot in this movie that, holy crap. This particular reveal legitimately left me going like this. What the Yeah, it was one of those reveals. Heretic from the very start is a film that builds and builds and builds tension like winding a guitar string that just simply will not break. Something else that I gotta talk about briefly are the technical aspects. In particular, how this movie is shot, but also the production design of Heretic. This is a movie that is not only brilliantly shot and brilliantly framed, but the production design is just simply so well done, and it makes you going like quite a few times, especially me. Oh, whoa. The film's ending, I thought, was very satisfying, and it literally left me going like, brilliant.
Well, that's just fucking great!
The only thing that I can think of, and this is me reaching, there's a point in this movie where something happens that made me go, what? How in the heck did that just happen? Otherwise, that's it.
And here we go.
So overall, Heretic was brilliant. This movie is an intense and a psychological game of cat and mouse that kept my eyes glued to that screen. Not to mention as well that it has 3 incredible performances, brilliant writing and directing, and it leads to an ending that was not only fantastic, but very satisfying. I absolutely loved Heretic, and it is absolutely one of my favorite films of the year. All in all, I'm gonna give Heretic a 5 out of 5. It's tension building from the start, and guys, I highly implore y'all to see this movie. It is a terrific suspense thriller. I hope you enjoyed my review of Heretic. If so, please hit the like button, or if you dislike the review, hit the dislike button. If you guys want to see my previous 2 reviews, please click it right there or right there. And of course, until my next review or video goes live, I'll see you all next time.